We've got 3 days to save this 2010 Nissan Qashqai with 180,000 miles on it. At the moment it's overheating on the motorway, the brakes are shot, it's leaking oil everywhere, and it's currently going into limp mode at 60 miles an hour. So if you're into fixing cars and you want to follow us along the journey, make sure you subscribe and keep watching, as we've got plenty more videos to come. So we're going to try and find out why the car's overheating. We've done some diagnostics, we've checked the coolant expansion tank with a head gasket tester, didn't change colour, so that's all good. What we did actually see is, between me and my next door neighbour who's an ex-mechanic, the coolant pipes to and from the thermostat, they are completely different temperatures. One of them's hot and one of them's is barely lukewarm, so it would point towards a sticky thermostat. So let's get that changed and see if anything's different. So when I ordered a thermostat, I've ordered it under the registration of the Qashqai. Unfortunately, when it arrived, it was slightly different to what I needed. They sent me one with 4 connector plugs rather than the 2 which was originally on it. But what we were able to do is, it was the same housing, and pretty sure it was the same thermostat minus the plug, was we'd actually removed the thermostat core out of the housing, put it into the original housing so that the temperature sensor still worked, and put it in, and we've had absolutely 0 issues. So we changed the thermostat. That was yesterday. We changed the thermostat, took it for a drive, and everything was a-okay. Temperature stayed exactly where it should be. There didn't seem to be any dips in performance. We came back, the expansion tank was filled to where we'd left it, and you could see that the coolant was actually returning back into the expansion tank once the thermostat had opened. So we've changed the front discs and we've changed the pads all the way around. I have noticed that there were a few issues when I was doing the brakes. So for example, the offside front sliding pins for the caliper, to slide off back and forwards on the caliper carrier, one of them was seized, so I completely forgot to film it, my bad. I have already replaced it, so it's back up to tip-top condition. The rear pads, they were less of a struggle, thankfully. No issues due to no rusty sliding pins. So the brakes are tip-top, all good. So a couple of little ones from me, because, can't lie, I'm only human / a bit of an idiot. I did forget to film the service. So imagine how a service is done. That's me doing it on the Nissan Qashqai. It's all ready to go now. It was also a request from my mother-in-law that I changed the windscreen washer motor. That was replaced. Now the windscreen washers are working perfectly fine. So that is the Qashqai all sorted. Just taking it for a final button-up run just to make sure that there's no overheating. Temperature gauge seems to be sat exactly where it should be. There doesn't seem to be any form of limp mode, so maybe it was protecting itself as it was getting a little bit hotter. The car, it feels nice to drive. The brakes, they feel nice, sorry Daniel, nice and grabby, as they should do. Car seems like it's ready to go to Wales. We'll hopefully make it there, hopefully make it back. Oh. You know that noise is a problem, don't you? Yeah. Alright. Thank God this car's slow. You can put your foot down and you're nowhere near the speed limit. There's 30. It takes so long. You know, people pay for that kind of noise. People pay for big dump valves on the Scoobies, and we've got it on the Qashqai for free. Speaking of Qashqai. Oh, another Qashqai. Blooming everywhere, these. Oh, there's a Qashqai in the car park. There's another Qashqai in the car park. Qashqai's everywhere. So that's now everything done on the Qashqai. 12:43 AM. So that's the Qashqai now done. It will hopefully make its way to Wales for a nice family holiday, and make sure that you're following along, as we've got a couple of projects on the go. We've got a few more videos lined up, ready to come out every 2 weeks. We'll see you then. Yes, the Mercedes will forever be a project because it's a Mercedes.
Nope. Disagree. Say that again.
Mercedes will always be a project because it's a Mercedes. If you went any newer, it would be a Renault in disguise. He's fuming, he's fuming. There's no rust on that MX-5. The Vectra, there's holes in it. There's no rust on that bad boy.